We're told this as little kids. Don't show off. If you get too big, you're gonna get attacked. Nobody's telling us, get so big that no attack can bother you. You should put money in the marketing. You should promote yourself, not put money in where you and the kids live. A house does not make you money. Promote, promote, promote. If I die today, Elena and the kids will not have to worry about money.
Yeah, so I just finished watching this Grant Cardone clip here. And in a lot of ways, I agree with him. Like, this is, like, his content was the reason I've accelerated a good amount from year to year. Like, I've read 10X a few times. I keep watching his content. I keep studying his content. I keep studying what he has to say because I believe in a lot of what he has to say. I've gone to his meetings. I've gone to his tax accounting meetings. I've gone to a lot of what he has to say on that. And in a lot of ways, I agree because he's right. Like, and this is the key quote I really want y'all to really get from this particular video, is that in a lot of ways, like, he said that if he were to die today, and that's like, if you don't have insurance, you should get it because that's the quickest way to cover your family. But the kind of consideration is like, that's the quick way, but the long-term way is really build businesses. Like what he said, like to have private equity that are IPO, that have dividends, that have things that are last for generations. You got to build the real system. But for my family, like, I appreciate what he said because he said if he passed today, Elena and the kids, which is a key part because that's the key thing that he said. Elena, his wife, and the kids will be taken care of. That's something I respect so much because at his phase in his life, he's saying that, and in this particular video, like, he's not just saying the kids, because sometimes in certain relationships that don't go 100%, and like I'll be transparent with you. I'll just put it here. Not only do I plan to have a 12-figure lifestyle, it's not even a lifestyle, it's really a contribution because I really just want to do certain things, and I haven't put that on my B2BAB page, but I have created a video, but it's specifically with relationships, space, and medicine minimum, and also creating a worthwhile life and maybe some books. We'll see. I haven't seen Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk create books that they specifically written, but I do want to create better in the world, so we'll see what happens. But anyway, not only do I want to create that type of impact, but I'll also be interested, like my grandparents, in having a 50-year relationship. Like, that's very, very rare. It's unseen, it's unheard of. But that's something I'm interested in. And the key kind of consideration that he said is that even today, he didn't just say the kids will be taken care of, because that's what happens when the relationship doesn't have enough juice. It's dried up, it isn't taken care of. She said his wife, which has become a great asset to him, and his kids will be taken care of. That's a key component. That's something that's a key distinguishment. I read in some books where they said the kids won't keep me. It was Corey Wayne, I'll put that right here, 3% Man. It was a key crucial book. In the earlier stages of my relationship understanding, I've been engaged twice now. And between them, it's been about 6 years of relationship. So we'll see what happens next. Check the NateJOnCue page if you're curious about how that's going. I'll put that in the description below as well. And that's going to be an interesting experience. It's going to be fun. It's going to be cool. But the key thing that's so interesting about this particular video that we really have to keep in mind is that, like, build for better, building for better. Like, how can I say this? Sometimes we get so complacent with just survival that we haven't focused on building bigger things. And the key thing about this individual's mindset, the 10X movement, and maybe it's the 100X movement, like, what I really like about Grant Cardone, because I was in a meeting with him a few weeks ago, in which we talked about tax services and how billionaires pay like 1% of their taxes, and they structured that out, and how it was a very informative meeting. It was 4 hours of meeting. It was a great meeting. And in the meeting, he said that his mindset is like, in the future, there'll be hundreds of billionaires, thousands of billionaires. There's more billionaires than ever before. And it's increasing. Like, it's kind of like the Robert Bannister story, which I'll try to put right here, in which Robert Banner said, this is Tony Robbins, he talked about it. It used to be like a huge feat to ever run a 4-minute mile. Like I can do that on, I can do less than that on like a bike at the gym now. But anyway, at least I have been. A 4-minute mile used to be like unprecedented. It used to be like crazy. Nobody's ever done that. Robert Bannister focused, was diligent. I'll see if I can find a video on that. Was very, very, just continually obsessed with doing that. And he broke that. He was the first person in history who said to have broken that 4-minute mile. But after that, now, like I remember before I could get something close to that, there was this guy, he was with a different relationship, and he did a 4-minute mile in high school. Like now it can be done in high school. So the kind of consideration is that like each generation is supposed to get better. It's supposed to, but the kind of consideration is kind of like common. And what she said that and Gloria said we need the older people's wisdoms and the young people's energies. So we need to learn from both if you really expect, like, because the Bible says something like, if you expect to live long, I'll see if I can find that scripture and put it here.
Hey.
You gotta man, this music. I'm gonna get a bigger house. Anyway, you got to man, that's distracting. All right, go in my other room. So if you gotta listen to your parents, basically. He said that if you want your days to be long, you gotta listen to your parents. So that's the kind of consideration. But yeah, so key thing is as we're building for better and we're telling like build for better, like just make sure you're building something that's going to last for generations. Make sure you're still focused on the real long-term contribution. And maybe I just spit to the music so I can really get into it. That's a different contribution. There'll be some music on that in the future. But yeah, the kind of consideration is just like be locked in on not just today. Like I think it's Maslow's hierarchy of needs. I talked about that in a different video. And the kind of consideration is you gotta just keep elevating. Like there's a level of, I think it's called, it's not ascension. It's like actualization. I try to put that right here. You gotta keep building in such a way where and it's not just like one level of actualization. It's like, as the Bible said, like you gotta go from glory to glory. So you gotta keep expanding, keep focusing in such a way where you hit a big goal and you set big goals. In fact, that's what Tony Robbins often says. He says that people overestimate what they can do in a year and underestimate what they can do in 10 years. Like you gotta keep setting big, decade-long goals that you're focused on to stay locked in, because that'll help you do less distracting things, and that'll help you build a lifestyle that's actually worthwhile long term. And so the kind of consideration is that, like, that's why I really wanted to really put this particular video in, because if you look on the other short, which I've tried to put right here, I just said like it's a pathway from going to 7 or 12 figures. And it's going to be a journey. So, and that's like, it's really, really rare to actually have billionaires. Like, I think Tony Robbins in his book, Money Master the Game, said that the difference between a millionaire and a billionaire is the difference between 12 days and 30 years. I forgot like how he built that, but it's in the book. Just go read his book. It should be right here. And it's in there. But I think it's like if dollars were seconds, something like that. So, like, it's gonna be a tough journey, and I'm talking about a centile-billionaire, but the kind of consideration I have for you all and your aspirations and whatever you're going after is just make sure you keep building, you keep staying focused, you keep, and he says promote. I'll see if I can imbue that into what I am, because like he is the billionaire in this particular situation, and I'm not. And like he's saying the best known product. And I'm gonna see if I can, and that's what I'm gonna start doing, because what I've noticed about this particular page is that when I bring in other influencers that have bigger platforms, you are wonderful subscribers and people that are connecting here today. And I also meant to say that likes, comment, and subscribe, especially if at all possible, and which I think is real possible. But anyway, you all seem to respond a lot better, so I'll be using the features in this particular capacities until we get better interviews, and we're just gonna keep building this platform out. Like, it's gonna be a key contribution. I feel like this is just a key way to add more value to you all, and that's what it's all really about. Like, our lives are really designed. I think Tony Robbins also said, he's a great mentor of mine. He said that the secret to living is giving. So as we say, blessed be a blessing, better be a blessing. Like, we just want to continue to create better blessings in this world, and I'm just excited for what's coming. Like, it's getting better and better by the moment. But yeah, the content creation is just like keep building 10x, 100x, 1000x. Just keep stacking up and building. And I'll see if I can put another video, because I had to find that video. Grant Cardone was talking about like how some of the things that helped him go from like make his first few millions. And the kind of consideration is that, like, he found out the boring things. I'll see if I can put that in this video. The boring things that that worked, and he didn't celebrate too much. He just kept doing those boring things time and time again. That may be a recommendation for some people. I'm in the entertainment and influencer space at this particular capacity, at this particular point. So I would say, Dean Graciosi, he's not a billionaire, he's a millionaire. He says, like, do the things you're strong at, do the things you love more continually, and find ways to make that profitable. I say that's something that'll help you feel more alive. It's up to you how, like, some people, you got the David Goggins in the world, and you have, like, the Kevin Hart's and, like, Bernie Macs and Chris Tucker and Eddie Murphy's in the world. Like, you're built different. You gotta find out what works best for you to help you build your best life. So whatever part of that tidbit that can help you advance in your life, I hope that's something that you take and implement now. And also, please do feel free to comment your biggest takeaway below. It's gonna get more progressive and expansional as it goes, but I just wanted to create some content for you to help you expand in your day and help add like a brick to your empire. However, hey, remember, both better, we'll continue both better. Remember, yeah, we're both better, we'll continue both better. Remember, blessed be a blessing, and we're continuing to create better from this particular point forward. Have a hey, say a blessing for this.